Multiple Intelligence, a Learning Theory by Howard Gardner, presented by Lisa Larson. The theory of multiple intelligence suggests that there are a number of distinct forms of intelligence that each individual possesses in varying degrees. Gardner proposes 7 primary forms, however, there has been an 8th form that has been integrated into these original 7, which is naturalist. For example, the theory states that a child who learns to multiply easily is not necessarily more intelligent than a child who has stronger skills in another kind of intelligence. However, this can sometimes prove to be a challenge within the classroom, as the teacher might not be able to deliver the lesson plan to each specific learning intelligence. The theory of multiple intelligence was proposed by Howard Gardner in 1983 to analyze and better describe the concept of intelligence. Gardner argues that the concept of intelligence, as traditionally defined in IQ tests, does not sufficiently describe the wide variety of cognitive abilities humans display. In general, those who subscribe to the theory strive to provide opportunities for the students to use and develop all the different intelligence, not just a few at which they naturally excel. Students with the strength within linguistics intelligence are able to learn best by reading, taking notes, listening to lectures, and by discussing and debating what they have learned. Those with verbal linguistics intelligence can learn foreign languages very easily. Students with logical mathematical intelligence are able to recognize abstract patterns, scientific thinking, and investigation, and the ability to perform complex calculations better than the other intelligence that the other students might possess. They're able to learn better with a logical and more of a reasoning approach. Students with a high musical intelligence normally have good pitch and may even have absolute pitch, and are able to sing, play musical instruments, and compose music. In addition, they will sometimes use songs or rhythms to learn in the classroom. Kinesthetic students may enjoy acting or performing, and in general, they are good at building and making things. They often learn best by doing something physically rather than reading or hearing about it. Spatial intelligence deals with spatial judgment and the ability to visualize with the mind's eye. Careers which suits those with this type of intelligence includes artists, designers, and architects. A spatial person is also good at puzzles. Interpersonal intelligence has to do with interaction with others. They communicate effectively and emphasize easily with others, and may be either leaders or followers. They typically learn best by working with others and often enjoy discussion and debate. Intrapersonal intelligence has to do with introspective and self-reflective capacities. They are skillful at deciphering their own feelings and motivation and typically work better individually. Naturalist intelligence has to do with nature, nurturing and relaying information to one's natural surroundings. In other words, they can learn best by having the subjects relate or be integrated with the nature around them. This is a quote taken from Howard Gardner himself. It has to do with the implications of multiple intelligence. Personal intelligence can play important roles. The extensive planning of steps and goals carried out by the individual engaged in programming relies on intrapersonal forms of thinking, even as the cooperation needed for carrying a complex task or for learning new computer-related skills may rely on individuals' ability to work with a team. Kinesthetic intelligence may play a role in working with the computer itself by facilitating skill at the terminal. Here are just some examples of how multiple intelligence theories can be integrated into technology. Logical mathematical intelligence can use programs to practice problem solving. Linguistic intelligence can learn by seeing and hearing levels of language through simulations. Musical intelligence can play their music and watch as the notes appear on the screen right before them. Here is a list of the resources that I used for this presentation. The first is a link that will take you directly to Howard Gardner's homepage. The second is a link that will take you to their website that talks about multiple intelligence and how it's integrated with education and taught in the classrooms. The third is the link that takes you to the Wikipedia site that talks about the theory of multiple intelligence. This is a basic concept of the theories and will not provide too much information, but it's good if you want a basic understanding. Thanks for watching!